I said I was coming for that welterweight strap, and there was nothing that was going to stop me from attaining that and achieving that. I fractured my left foot, and I was in a boot. I was walking around in a boot, but nothing was going to deter me from achieving what I've been, what I've set out to achieve. For a long, long time, I've been on one leg. I've been fighting fights on one leg. When I fought in the Ultimate Fighter finale, I had microfracture surgery, and that's usually an 8-month recovery turnaround. I had to fight 3 months after that, and I fought 3 months after that. And I had to train through that, with that. I've been on one leg the whole time. And coming into this fight, I was in a boot all week. I need a little bit of time to let these injuries heal so I can not just be 30%, so I can be 100% inside that cage.
I still believe I'm the greatest welterweight of all time, so now my path is getting back and getting a belt. Sometimes everyone thinks that, proving that means you go on a streak and you don't lose and you're undefeated, but sometimes the greatest champions have to face adversity and bounce back and win, so I'm looking to try to run that fight back. I beat a lot of ass in my day, and I've also been knocked down and had to bounce back, so I can give you a million excuses on earth, but I can tell you right now that I was prepared, I was ready. Even in the warm-up, I felt extremely sharp. And sometimes you just have those fights when you go out there and it's like a badass dream. You want to punch hard, but you don't punch. You want to move forward, but you're stepping back. So I had too many moments in there, and Kamaru, he came out there and he won. So.
And you guys were there at the press conference. Woodley said, "What are you going to do to me? I do everything better than you do." So, and I told you guys after the RDA fight, I respect RDA a lot, and I use him as a gauge for guys when they're coming up. And he looked so good in that RDA fight. I knew after Colby turned down that fight that I wanted to do the fight with Usman.
You walked over to Colby with about 2 minutes left in the fight. Obviously, he was caged with his belt and all that. I'm curious what the conversation was with 2 minutes left in the fight. What you had to say to him?
No, there was just when there was a lot of ruckus going on over there in his area. He almost got into it with Mama Woodley at one point and everything. That was like the third time I'd gone over to him that night. So I just told him, listen, you're going to get this title shot. Don't fuck this up. Just relax. You and all you guys relax. If anything goes down, let our people handle it, and we're going to take you in the back in a little while here and do some interviews. That's all I said to him.
So that's the fight to make then?
Yeah.
Can you explain what happened? Both, he seemed to have that illegal kick to the head first, and then the illegal knee. First, the kick, did that get through to your face, and then the knee? Can you kind of talk us through sort of what your thought process was after that landed?
Yeah, the kick was hard. The kick was really hard. And I kind of got lost for a second, trying to figure out. It was one of those times, like, was I on my feet? I couldn't figure out if it was illegal, and I realized, no, I was sitting on my ass. And Herb said that it was to the body, and so we kept on going, and then the knee happened, and again, it's confusing when shit like that happens because you're not expecting it because you're down. Which is exactly why I wasn't coming straight to my feet, because John times that stuff so well. You kind of got to time it perfectly. So, I don't know, man. It was the two hardest shots I took all night.
Jon Jones, it didn't get a finish, but he had a dominant performance. Almost got disqualified. So I'm just curious what you thought of his performance as a whole, and if you had flashbacks of Matt Hamill or something when he's got the...
Yeah, it's always difficult when somebody does that. But it's a weasel move if you try to weasel out of the fight if you're not really hurt and try to win the fight that way. You didn't win the fight. You're not winning the fight, and much respect to Smith for being a stand-up guy like that, because it's a weasel move, and he could have copped out and he could have done it. I think the ref did a good job taking 2 points too. Yeah, and you look at the hand, it was right. Was it? It's one of those things. So much respect to Smith for doing what he did.
In the fourth round, where you're waiting on your fate to be determined once more by Herb Dean. What were those seconds like for you?
It was nerve-wracking. It was nerve-wracking, really. I just started to pray. I was just hoping that it wouldn't go down like that. You know, I had flashbacks of the Matt Hamill fight, and I was just thinking, oh my goodness, please tell me this isn't going down like this. And I was just looking at Anthony, and I felt like we locked eyes at a moment, and I kind of gave him one of these, like, yeah, you're all right. Like, get your ass up. And sure enough, you know, he showed the heart of a lion. Hats off to Anthony, man. He could have done it the easy way, and took that option out. But instead, he stayed in there, and I owe him a beer. At least a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this kid's awesome, man. This kid's special. And I think that I wish he would stop doing that shit after. There's no upside to celebrating like that after. The kick worm or whatever the hell that thing is that he was trying to do. It's just unnecessary. You don't need to do it. What you did already was impressive enough without the kick worm. I'm hearing that he's okay. I'm hearing, because it's all I've been terrorizing the medical staff about tonight. They're going to wait till Monday to get him an MRI because he said he was fine. All the symptoms look good after the fight, so hopefully that's true.
Bulldog choke. Yep, and that's tight. Oh, he's going out. He's out. He's out. He's out. Ben Askren submits. He's not out. He wasn't out. He wasn't out. He wasn't out. Oh my God. Oh no. That was a bad stoppage.
Man, damn Herb, why you ruin your boys? Oh my God, why you ruin homeboy's night? Oh my God, Hey, it ain't done until the fat lady's singing out here, man. This is why it's so, and it's sad. I gotta say, for something like that to never happen again, you just gotta let us snap the neck. That's it. It's done.
Bad stoppage. And, you know, we had a debate, me, the referee, and the commission over being choked out. I've been choked out many times before, too. And one of the things that you don't do is jump right up and say, what the fuck did you just do? It never happens that way. That was a bad stoppage. It happens. What are you going to do? It sucks. It was a good fight. Bad stoppage. And what the fuck did you just do? It never happens that way.
He just made a mistake.
Hey, sorry I missed your call. I was just calling you back to let you know that I love you and I miss you.
Did you die?
I really want you to call me back.
But did you die?
He said that he was allowing Priscilla to be a warrior.
I think it's disgusting. I think he's disgusting, and I never want to see him reffing ever again. He makes me sick. That guy has no business reffing fights, and I promise you, you're not going to see him again.
I really want you to call me back.
But did you die?
What the fuck did you just do? You know, it just never happens that way.
I really want you to call me back.